So here's my little dashboard. You notice it's got a thing up here. What do you suppose this is? Well, it's got a little voltmeter in there. Flip it open. It's a phone charger. It's got USB-C and regular USB-A ports for cables. It comes back and you can see it's connected here to a RNet bus cable. So that gives me up there access to the red and the black wires inside, which are 24 volt power, and also the blue and white, which are the CAN bus, which I can attach to a little onboard computer to do all sorts of fancy stuff later on. Here's a shot of the back. Basically what I did is I added a second armrest mount and flipped the mounting brackets upside down and attached some linkages. This is all standard Permobil parts that I just bought surplus on eBay and added a few bolts. I used the thumb screws because they're easier for me to use. You don't need tools. I could have used regular, but those work just fine. You'll notice that there's another hole on the other side, and I use that for this little thing, which I got at a truck stop. It is a Wilson, sorry, this is just a regular phone charger, USB phone charger. But this is a 12 volt socket with a 5 volt USB in there, but it is connected to a rather long high visibility yellow cable. I think it's the 12-foot cable maybe. At the end of the cable it plugs into a vehicle. So if you need to get 12 volt power from a vehicle or from any other cigarette lighter supply, you can plug this in. And there's 3 wires in the cable. There's the 12 volt, the 5 volt, and the ground. So you can tap into that and use other sources of 5 volt and 12 volt and ground and use that connector. So the way that works, let's see if we can do this here. Give my time here getting in position. Just take the, let's see, drop it through. So the hole is the same size as a conduit knockout. So if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever and get yourself a conduit drill bit, like Greenlee makes a knockout drill bit, 3/4 inch nominal size. It's not actually 3/4, it's 4 3/4 inch conduit, but it's the right size. So just, let's see, I like to put it that way. Drop it in there and it makes a nice snug fit. It's difficult to rotate, but you can pull it back out if you have to. It's got a nice little waterproof cover. When it's plugged in, the area around the USB lights up blue so that you know it's got power. I'm thinking of running that over here to get the 24 volt power from there, and may even use something like this. Sorry, this in there. This is a isolated DC to DC power supply. So I'd be able to run it from the 24 volt chair batteries and get battery voltage out, car voltage out. You can use that to run phone chargers or ham radios or CBs or whatever kind of 12 volt accessories you have for your car, up to 10 amps. And 10 amps, incidentally, is what my vehicle puts out on its cigarette lighters too, so that's a good round number. You probably don't want to use all 10 amps. That'll get your wires kind of hot. So and definitely the wires on the chair are, you probably only want to pull up to 8 amps max. Some of the chargers pull more, but they do special stuff to make that work. I don't know if that's true really. Let's see. All right, we're going to try to move to the other side here. Okay, here's my little phone case. I can't show you the phone because I'm filming with it, but flips up Store a little extra cables into one pouch and the phone in there. It's meant to go on a belt, so I just went to Tandy Leather and got myself a section of belt and bolted it to the rail here with the square M6 nuts behind and M6 button head cap screws in front. And you can do that with anything that's meant for a belt loop. Here's a hold on, I'll show you. Well, let's see if I can get that. Here's one of my favorite travel tools. It's a Kershaw multi-tool. Got it set up with so you can see sticking out of it, those are the 4 Allen wrenches that actually came with the chair. Has a belt loop on the back. I got a little section of leather loop that I wrap around. Normally there's a Sharpie that resides right in there. I just slip a Sharpie in, so I always have one with me. These are camping spoon and fork. They're actually made of titanium, which is really cool. They hold up. You don't need titanium ones, but I just got them on a little clip that goes through the bottom, so they stay with it. I could just do the same thing, mount it right here, so it's always on the chair. That might be nice, but just haven't gotten around to that yet, if I'm going to. Let's see, some other things.